going to start off with the GOAT, the actual GOAT of D tackles. And honestly, the fact that we don't have Reggie White on here makes it a whole lot better
Oh
and a
my
whole lot
God.
easier.
There you go again.
Look, I'm
There
sounding like a
you
Lamb fan,
go.
honestly, but look, Aaron motherfucking Donald, man. I mean, I decided to make the executive decision and tell Max, hey, we should have our own tier for Aaron Donald because that's how great this guy was. Aaron Donald, Super Bowl champion, 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, 2010s All Decade team, going to be in the Pro
Yeah.
Football Hall of Fame.
Could have been the 2020 decade scene if he hung around.
Yeah.
He didn't retire because, he got old, he got fat, he just, what more was left to do? He went through a rebuild. He was, I think, the last player they drafted in the first round, the St. Louis Rams. Or no, it was Gurley the year after. But, he went from St. Louis. I remember watching him on with you, like, back in those days, and we were like, who is this kid? Like, he's, the big play that sticks out, the first big play that sticks out was the Seahawks that lost the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Though I think it was week 1, maybe week 2. They give it to Marshawn Lynch in 4th and inches, and Aaron Donald just blew it up, and they were like, "Oh, see, remember? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah."
And it's one of those plays that I would say like killed the Seahawks team. Like that play was just hey, let's make it worse.
Yeah.
Like we already had this horrible thing happen to us, and then Aaron Donald just proceeded to tear every team in that division a new a-hole over the next 10 years.
Yeah,
but it was unlike anything we've seen. He was coming out, you would have said he's undersized, but he was explosive. He was strong. He had the pass rush moves. And the reason I would agree with you that he's in his own tier is because he's changed the game. Because Ed Oliver doesn't exist without Aaron Donald. Chris Jones, I wouldn't even say. Like, I feel like he was the first guy. And, of course, Warren Sapp won Defensive Player of the Year. But Aaron Donald, I would say, might not be nearly as good a run defender as other guys on this list. But as a pass rushing specialist, pass rusher player, not even close. Who's next?
Yeah.
Like, who's
Nobody.
the next guy on the tier? And that's where I say he changed the game, where it was like, oh, no, let's just have pass rushing D tackles. We don't care about the run anymore. And not that he was bad, but he's only 290. He's not Haloti Ngata, who we're going to talk about, or Vince Wilfork. But the level of disruption he brought, sorry, I'm ranting, just all day. AD.
Yeah.
Aaron Donald all day.
AD all day. Look, the way that I see it too, as far as, you talked about changing the game, I would say just dominance, man. Like when Aaron Donald was playing, which wasn't too long ago, there wasn't a conversation on who was the best defensive tackle in the league. It wasn't close. Like as good as Chris Jones was at the tail end of Aaron Donald's career, I can't even. DeForest Buckner had a year in there. Fletcher Cox had some.
Fletcher Cox, like my guy, my heart, but it just wasn't.
It wasn't close. It was never close. And Aaron Donald just had pure dominance every single year he was in the league. I mean, he made a first team All Pro every single year, correct? Or was it?
He missed his rookie year, and then he missed the year after the Super Bowl when he kind of got hurt and the Rams were just trash.
Yeah.
But he wasn't bad that year either.
Yeah.
And then the next year, he retired going out as a first team All Pro, and I think he was 32 years old. Pro Bowler every year in the league.
Yeah. And it's one of those guys. It's one of those guys where you look back and you see that he won that Super Bowl ring. It just brings more legacy to his career, man, because Aaron Donald was a key reason why they won that. So you can argue he could have been the MVP over Cooper Kupp.
He put the finishing touches on that game as well.
Yes.
His
fingerprints were all over that shit, man. So shout out to Aaron Donald. He's in his own tier. So the only guys to be in their own tier so far in this journey on defense was Reggie White, Lawrence Taylor, and Aaron Donald. That's pretty good fucking company right there. So
I agree.
Let's put him in the top of the Aaron Donald tier.
Yeah, the AD tier, I guess we'll call it.
AD tier.
Big dreams, everything ain't what it seems. Glittering gold ball fling. Not on my team. This organic, we don't buy.